Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. As my lessons continue to work through the ABRSM Grade 6 Music Theory Workbook, my lessons now turn to question 2, exercise 3. And in this exercise we are required to realise a figured bass into 4-part harmony, and we need to observe all of the rules of 4-part harmony. In this lesson we also get the opportunity to write out a passing 6/4 and a cadential 6/4 to get those top marks. The full lesson can be found on my Patreon channel. If you visit patreon.com/Sharon Bill, you'll find the full lesson there, and the links to that lesson can be found in the cards and in the description box below. After this short little video, you'll see sample examples of this lesson to show you how I work with you step by step, note by note, to thoroughly and properly complete this exercise. Everything you need to fully understand all of the rules of 4-part harmony and how to realise a figured bass can be found in my Harmony and Composition textbook. This is available from Amazon, and you can find the links to that in the cards and in the description box below. And everything you need to know can also be found on my website. If you visit www.sharonbill.com, you'll find everything you need right there. Enjoy your studies. Bye. And stepwise is always best. Now, because this is the leading note, we don't double the leading note, and 7B is always most generally used, and then we will double the 5th, not the root, because we don't want to double the leading note. So we have a B, a D, so if we have an F and an F, that's everything sort of allocated. Now, we need to make sure that we've got no consecutive perfect octaves or perfect fifths. And here we can see we've got a C to G and a B to an F. However, you would think, oh dear, that's consecutive perfect fifths. That's consecutive fifths, we've got to have that. However, that's not the case because this is a B natural. And so in actual fact, we've not got a perfect fifth, have we? Because B flat to F is a perfect fifth. So B natural is not. We've brought the lower note up. We've made it a diminished, haven't we? So actually, that is okay. We're going to actually share this note. It's not an overlapping. We've not gone lower. We're just sharing that note. So I think that works well, just sharing that G, because it's sort of come together to meet at this point, and then we'll sort of get the expanse opened up again here. So that's let's just check our consecutives. That's a 5th, but that's a 6th. That's okay. Then we've got, that's a 3rd, that's a 4th, that's a 5th, but that's a 4th. That's okay. That's an octave. I've just done that yet. That's okay. That's okay. And so now we have a 5/3 with the 3rd raised, and that's going to be a G, B natural D. That's a chord 5. So let's have G, G. Now I could say, let's just show, we could say we'll have the B natural here, because we are allowed to exceed an octave here, and then it could resolve to the tonic here. That would be okay, but we're already, and that might work fine, so you could try that. However, I just think it's quite nice that we're already in this register here, so we could have the B natural here, and there's our leading note that will resolve, so we've got this nice stepwise movement. So G will double the root, B and D, and then we've got, basically we've got the common note here. It's dropped an octave, but it's like having the common note, and then stepwise there, so that follows everything we need to follow. G to E, just checking all these concepts. Now that's a 5th, G, B, D, so we're going to have to be careful here that we don't get a 5th here. There's a G, there's a 5th. We're going to have to just watch we don't get 5ths there, and that's an octave, so we don't want an octave here either. So let's see what happens here. So now we're going to have just a root position chord 1 because it's a 5-3. No numbers means 5-3. That's a C, E, G. Now we've got the C because that's got to raise to the 7th in the same voice. So let's have C, C. Let's try, if we keep that common, if you keep a common note, then that generally speaking that helps to avoid consecutives. So that would be an E. So that should work out, that should solve our problem. So let's just check. So soprano to alto, that's a 6th, that's a 6th. Tenor to soprano. So that's got to be here to resolve the leading note, must rise to the tonic. C, C, and if we have the E and the G, we've got the contrary motion. We've got the static note, and that then solves any problems. We've got no consecutives.